Okay, good evening. Welcome to a special Math for Kids number 95. We have been studying, over the last couple days, 3 different things. But they really all come from one thing, and it's called speed. And what is the formula for speed?
Speed equals distance over time.
So if you're trying to find how fast something went, you say, how far did it go, and how much time did it take? But we can change that equation a little bit to study time. So if you want to learn how long something took, you say, what was the distance divided by the speed, right?
Awesome.
So in this one, we would say, if something went 100 miles in 2 hours, we would say it was going 50 miles per hour. In this one, if we said, if you needed to go 100 miles and you were going 50 miles an hour, how long would it take? Well, we would say 100 miles divided by 50, and 100 divided by 50 is?
It's 2.
2, so that would be 2 hours. And the last one is distance. Distance equals speed times time. So if you were going 50 miles an hour for 2 hours, how far would you go?
50 miles an hour times 2 hours, which is...
50 times 2 is?
It's 100.
100 miles. Okay, great. So we're going to take a look real quickly at 3 problems that use this concept. Okay, get down from your chair. And grab a marker.
I have one.
Okay, stand up please. Okay, problem number 1. At 40 miles per hour, how far will a car travel in 2.5 hours? Okay, so what equation are we going to be using here of the 3 we looked at above? At 40 miles per hour, how far will a car travel in 2.5 hours? And what is the distance equation?
Distance equals speed times time.
Speed times time. Okay, so go ahead. How far will this car travel in 2.5 hours?
Got a wrong marker.
Oh, you got the wrong marker. Okay.
So,
We have distance equals speed times time.
so what is the speed? 40 miles an hour.
Okay, do you have a marker?
Yep.
Okay, go ahead. So 40 miles per hour times
Times 2.5 hours.
Okay, awesome. Okay.
The hours cancel.
The hours cancel and we're left with miles. And how many miles did we travel?
40 times 2.5.
Okay, what is 40 times 2.5?
100.
How do you know?
40 times 2 is 80 plus 40 times a half, which is 20.
Okay. So how far did we go?
100 miles.
100 miles. Great job. Okay, you ready for problem number 2?
Yep.
Okay, so in the first one, at 40 miles an hour, how far will a car travel in 2.5 hours? We said distance equals speed times time. 40 miles an hour times 2.5 hours is 100 miles. Okay, what's problem number 2?
At 30 miles an hour, how long will it take to travel 100 miles?
Okay, so what equation are we going to use here?
The time.
Okay, what is that equation?
Time equals distance over speed.
Time equals distance divided by speed. Okay, awesome. Okay, so how are we going to solve this? How long will it take, at 30 miles an hour, how long will it take to travel 100 miles?
Well, the distance 100 miles. This is
100 miles divided by
30 miles an hour.
30 miles per hour. Okay.
The miles cancel.
And the miles cancel, and what are you left with?
That's with 100 divided by 30 times the hour.
Okay. Whoa. Probably not on camera there, kiddo. So let's say this is 100 divided by 30. 100 divided by 30 hours. Okay, and how is that going to simplify?
Well, it's 10 divided by 3.
Okay, 10 divided by 3. which is what?
10 divided by 3 is 3 1/3.
Okay, so write that, 3 1/3 hours. Okay, and how long is 3 1/3 hours?
It's 3 hours and 20 minutes.
3 hours and 20 minutes. Okay, outstanding. Okay, so at 30 miles an hour, how long will it take to travel 100 miles? Well, we know time equals distance divided by speed. So 100 divided by 30, that's going to be hours, which is 3 1/3 hours, which is 3 hours and 20 minutes. Last one. How fast does a car need to go, is what I meant. How fast does a car go to travel 300 miles in 4 hours? So what equation are we going to use here?
The speed equals distance over time, our original equation.
Speed equals distance divided by time. Okay, so go ahead and figure this one out. How fast does a car go to travel 300 miles in 4 hours?
Distance 300 miles.
Okay, 300 miles divided by 4 hours. Awesome.
It's going to be miles per hour.
Okay, this is going to be in miles per hour, so we just have to simplify what fraction?
300 divided by 4.
Okay, what is 300 divided by 4, do you know?
Well, 300 is divisible by 4.
Yeah, it is.
It's 20. It's. What is it? What is it 4 times?
300 divided by 4.
Well, we can do it 2.
Okay.
So this is 2 times 150. Over 2 times 2.
Okay. So 300 divided by 4 is the same as 150 divided by 2.
Is over here still on camera?
I think so. But what is 150 divided by 2?
Oh. 75.
75. Okay, so there we go. So how fast do you need to go to travel 300 miles in 4 hours?
75 miles an hour.
75 miles an hour. Awesome. Because we used our equation speed equals distance divided by time. And we got 300 miles divided by 4 hours, which we figured out was the same as 150 divided by 2, which is 75. Great
Awesome.
job. Good job tonight, sweetie pie. Good job.